I want to talk about two ex-governors that have publicly challenged you. One is Dave Umahi, Minister of Works, challenged you to a debate after you criticized the state of Nigerian roads. Are you going to accept the challenge for the debate?
Well, number one is that what I did is that I started the debate already by standing on that road and saying this road is bad.
Right.
So the only reply would have been, the road is good. But I thank him. He's now repairing the road.
Right.
So the debate is closed. There's no other thing to debate.
Okay.
If he now wants debate,
yes,
inviting me as a presidential candidate for a debate, he has to go and become a presidential candidate first. Right. The World Cup is going on now. You don't stay outside and say you are inviting the team qualified to do World Cup to come and play with you because you're good. No. There's a qualification.
Right.
I'm a presidential candidate. Another presidential candidate participates in debate all over the world.
Right.
It is the top one. It's like somebody who is in Division 1 asking a Premier League team that to a match without, no.
Right.
You play according to your circle.
Right.
When he becomes a presidential candidate,
right,
those who are there, they will debate.
Right.
But the bad news is that if you go through that road now, you will see a couple of failures on the road. And so the reinforced concrete technology of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is quite innovative. And I feel so sad, when my brother, the former governor of Anambra State, who should know what administration is, what governance is. I saw in social media where he got to a point where the road is bad and he snapped it. And, so when did, governance reduce to comedy? And so he was attacking my integrity and personality. And I'm always ready, for a debate. I'm always ready to disaggregate the unit cost of, concrete and to debate with him. And so I feel so sad because governance is the responsibility of everybody. The president is not here today, but I have to be the president by performing the job that the president has assigned to me. So governance is the job of everybody. Look at our infrastructure being destroyed. Look at vehicles parking on our roads. Must the president go there and stand there? So we take responsibility. If anything goes wrong in Ministry of Works, I take responsibility, not the president. And so I want to commend the president very highly. And I want to thank the fashioner chairman of, ADC, my namesake, His Excellency David Mark. He was bold to say, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done very well in infrastructure. He was bold to say that. But my brother, Governor Wike, has replied him because he damaged his sincerity by saying, is it road that we chop? The infrastructure road is the GDP that grows every other GDP. When a road is cut, it's like the person is in prison. Because when you cannot go from one point to the other, then you are in prison. But look at what the president is doing. When one distance to the other, when Nasarawa is very close to Ebonyi, when Ebonyi is very close to Cross River, when Cross River is close to Sokoto, then that is the GDP that we are looking at. And
hello, everyone. You heard what Peter Obi said. I had to put in what Dave Umahi said so that you all refresh and remember what he said when Dave Umahi was running his mouth. And what Peter Obi did was to just simply blast him and just move on. First of all, like he said, there was end of discussion. When you put something and say, this is end of discussion, that whole debate does not arise. What you need to show is that, look, this road is very good. Maybe then go back to that place and take a picture and show all of us that the road is great, the road is good, and that it's AI. That's the best debate. Like Peter Obi rightly said, that debate is closed. Just go and show and say, it is AI, it is not any debate. Don't mind him, whatever it is. But they couldn't say that, because for a fact, that road is there. That road is not the way that is supposed to be. And then, like Mr. Peter Obi rightly said, On what basis is he debating Dave Umahi? That was like when I was, doing my campaign for Senate, and then they asked me on the issue of, oh, what do I think about, you know what's his name now, Yes or Wiki? How am I going? I say Yes or Wiki is an appointee. I wasn't in a race to be an appointee. I was this one. Even when they brought in the issue of say Senator Eriti, and also this other person, what's his name now, Aduda. I said, well, they are candidates. I hadn't become a candidate yet. Let me finish. When I become a candidate, then I will take that on. There are levels to this thing. You cannot go and be talking with someone on a basis where he that is not the level he is at. On the issue of candidacy, if David Umahi wants to have a debate with Peter Obi, let him go and be a presidential, candidate. And even at that, when you're talking about presidential candidate, levels there for the thing. There has to be a minimal level that you reach before you are called upon to come and participate in the debate. There are a lot of people who run for offices, right, who are candidates, but not everyone gets called in, and all of that. So that is something that is there. It is, how do I put it now? It is what's the word that I'm looking for? To use now. Well, it is there, Sha. It is one of those things. So I think Devil Man, he should just go and be doing whatever, that bowing and kissing the ring of the emperor on their mandate that they are standing. Let him just continue that whole shenanigans that he is in, and leave, issue of presidential candidacy to those who are presidential candidates. May small pikin no go dey put mouth where we say where adults they talk, because in this matter na small pikin na im dey be. May calm down for where they may they do him boy they go, where, like he said, him being minister of housing, he has been able to make so much. It's so much very powerful, because of course for them it's all about what they're going to make, and not necessarily about service. It was him himself, that said that. And so it's not about service for them. Let him just go and focus on all of that. But you see the way, Peter Obi really dealt with the issue, and just made David Umahi to look so insignificant. And he just made him to look, extremely insignificant, as if he was really, it was really nothing on this whole thing. And to some extent, that's how you just dismiss things that are non-issue. Me, I always talk, if you want fight, get the one will be better. Better person fight, not be anyhow, whatever that someone will just, follow up and be talking about and whatever. Dave Umahi has consistently, attacked Peter Obi unprovoked. As in unprovoked, he will just wake up. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to prove. He feels that he's the one that should be the candidate. The other time he went to go and assemble a bunch of former governors together. They were the ones that sat down together. They were like, they are doing this to Peter Obi, they are doing that. It was just so laughable, Sha. It was just laughable. But anyway, let Dave Umahi continue with the kissing of the ring and the bowing down and the whatever that he's doing for Tinubu. Posterity will judge, every one of us. For them that think that one day it's going to be their turn to now be the people that will come from the southeast and be president. We'll all be here in this country. The way that you are talking on this one, Nigerians will remind you then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.